Well, Ian, goalless draw this afternoon. What's your assessment on that game?
Yeah, I hate nil-nils, honestly. I'd like to say it was a good nil-nil, but I don't think it was. There's too much play from us and them deeper, where there's no goal creating, goal opportunities, and we sort of nullified each other, really. I think my lot look a bit out of sync after um, not having that game, moving it to the Tuesday and getting stuffed by Accrington. I think that's knocked a bit of stuffing out of us. Lads look not quite as fluid. Made some changes to get some of the other ones back in to freshen things up. But I still felt we tried as hard as we could. Everybody did their bit. We could have been neater. We could have been nicer. And you got to remember the challenge is you got to win as many games as you can, and people are going to try and stop you. So, well done to Colchester. They're in a decent run of form, but I felt we could have done a lot more in that final third. We keep coming back out and not getting a cross in and stop putting the ball in the box. We just got to get back to that. But as it goes, we're joint first. So it's a strange reaction I felt from the crowd today. The boys are disappointed in there. We're disappointed that we didn't play a little bit better, but we're also disappointed that we were at home. And if we are where we are in the league, we're going to get booed off. Don't make sense. So I can only tell you how they feel in there. So
You talk about Danny Cowley's Colchester being in good form at the moment. I think before today's game, there were 4 wins in their last 4. So what made playing against them so difficult this afternoon?
well, we missed the game at Notts County when we were on a roll. When we won 3 or 4 in a row after beating Newport. And that was taken out of our hands. So we tried to do what we needed to do, but and then we play Accrington, and never in a million years have I seen someone sent off who shouldn't have been, and someone else should have been sent off, and then someone pulls his hamstring, so we're down to 9 men, and I think it's knocked a bit of confidence out of them to let 4 in, particularly in the way that we did. But we just got to keep going. I think we've had a decent bounce back. I think when you look at the facts that we haven't drawn a game up until the other day, and we managed to get 2 draws now. It's much better than 2 defeats. And if you look where we are in the league, that's a massive step forward from this time last year. So I'm still very positive. I don't know about anybody else. And, you know, you pay your money, you come in, and you got the rights to say how you feel. But I didn't feel we deserved to be booed today, personally. You can argue with me, but I don't feel we deserve to be booed today. So, and I would like to sit down with anyone who actually thinks that we were that crap today, that they felt that they should boo them. That's hurt my lads, to be honest with you. We're all in this together, I feel. And I get it. I saw everybody trying. Everybody tried to make a difference when they came on, and Ollie Palmer at the post. You know, on 83 minutes, that could have been it. Belief would have come back. We'd have all, you know, but they need you sometimes. They need you to keep believing. They need some songs. They need, maybe we get a drum somewhere, get some rhythm, get some beat, get some rhythm, get some beat, you know. But over the last year that I've been here, I think our own form's been really good. So it wasn't the best game today, but I don't think I really am I that disappointed with it? No, I'm not. No, I knew what sort of game I was going to expect. I knew it was going to be really close. I knew they were in a better vein of form than we were, so we've managed to. They're delighted with a draw at the end, I've got to say. They did create one real good chance. Kid headed it past the post. If we'd have lost that game, it would have been a travesty. But did we do enough to win it? So we'll take a point and move on. And I'm more than happy to be joint top of the league, because it's a process of look at what we've done so far, and yeah, I want to be better. Of course I do. But I want to create an environment where the away team fell under pressure, not the home team. Where was that today?
On paper, a balanced game this afternoon, a point, but also a clean sheet this afternoon. You must be pleased to come away with a clean sheet as well.
Yeah, it was one of those games, could someone unlock the door? Either way, either end. And their front four are probably one of the best in the division. They've been on fire lately. So when we got Aaron Drinnan, who's been on fire. So, at the end of the day, it's a 0-0 draw. This league is really close. That's 1 point. Let's see what we can do in the next few games to try and get back on track. Too many one-pointers won't get you promoted, will they? So we need a few threes now, and that won't be too bad then. What you don't want to do is get on a losing run. And it's a very, very easy thing to do, What you don't want to do is create an environment where people are afraid to have the ball and afraid to get it in case they get moaned at, which I honestly believe we had when I came in last year. I honestly, truly believe there was a blame culture around the place, and everybody goes quiet expecting the team to do something to lift them, and I'm sorry, that was nothing like the crowds we've had recently. So, yeah, maybe the lads got to do better, got to pass it better, got to do that, got to score, and then everybody will start cheering. But I can only tell you the reflection of we're in this together. So there'll be some times the rest of this season when we need you. We're not doing well. We need you to pick us up and show you believe in us. And that's what I would appreciate rather than the other.
Today marks 1 year in the job as Swindon Town manager, and obviously probably around 11 months since the 4-0 defeat to Colchester. So I think we've seen dramatic difference in the two sides of where you are now, like you say, being joint top at the moment.
That's your observation. That's not a question. People can see it however they want. I feel I failed last year because I didn't get us up. I want to get us up this year, and we're in a good position. We could be one better really by being in front on our own. But what that does, it makes you a shooting target. Someone's going to try and shoot you down. They're going to raise their game like Accrington did last year. They're going to last week. They're going to raise their game. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And we've got to be together to deal with that. And if someone makes a mistake, we need some songs to cheer us up. Come on, Swindon. Come on, you Reds, and whatever. That's what we need, and we know that. No one deliberately does anything wrong. But it can spread, and you've got to try and stamp it out. If we'd have won today, if Ollie would have hit that post and we gone in, would that have made it a better performance? Probably not, but it'd have been a better result. So, we work and we work and we work, and all I can say is they're trying their socks off for us. And I think that deserves some massive credit, particularly at the end of a game, when you've managed to get a point and you're joint first, particularly at the end of a game, whether you like the game that much or not. You know what I mean?